Hello. Much better?
Wait, are you hiding your face over there?
No.
Tilt this like up. There you go.
Okay.
Good?
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Nothing.
I feel like already we're starting off with such low energy.
Really?
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, because I'm freaking
Hey, dog.
exhausted.
Good morning.
Good
Cheers.
morning.
Coffee.
Coffee. So I'm like a guest on your podcast today.
I mean, yeah, but if anybody that follows your podcast sees this, they'll still assume I'm a guest on your podcast because it's the same set.
True.
Oh man, I should have made your light pink though.
Oh,
Do you want me to change it?
yes.
We'll be right back.
30 seconds. I need my light to be pink or I will freak out. Anyways, wait, can we still keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, wait, so I was complaining when I got here because I'm running on 4 hours of sleep and you're running on,
I don't know.
well, according to your wife,
I don't know how long I
30
slept.
minutes.
No, it wasn't 30 minutes. I mean, I don't think I have too much energy for it to have been 30 minutes, but also
Because you're on the crackhead phase of
yeah,
being tired.
I'm like like I was sitting in here. I'm like having a stroke right now. You hear me? I was sitting in here earlier at my computer and I was editing and I wasn't watching like Netflix or nothing. I was just sitting there and then I started laughing. Not like hysterical, but like I started
I
like
get
kind of
it.
like chuckling and then I was like, what are you laughing at?
Nothing.
You know? But like in that moment I was like, am I okay? Like, should I take a nap?
Oh, guys, by the way, he's not on crack. He was actually editing.
Yeah, I'm on Adderall.
Oh.
No. Just
Well, because I heard that keeps you up too, no?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't know.
We were just talking about drugs too because, okay, so the reason why I'm so tired is because I was
stripping, right?
Oh, I'm a bartender
Same.
at a gentleman's club.
Same.
Well, I mean, they do come for the bartenders. They do.
I mean,
anyways. Some dude offered me drugs yesterday and we can't figure out what the drug is.
What did you see the drug?
No, he was just like,
that looks like cocaine.
But it wasn't. He said the name and now it left my brain.
Was it like a slang term for cocaine maybe?
What are the slang terms?
I don't like snow.
No.
I remember one time this dude asked me, he was like, "Do you like it when it snows?" And I was like, "I love it when it snows." And he was like, "Word?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Dude, me too." And I was like, "I mean, I like the summer too, but..." And he was like, "Wait, what?"
He knew you were, yeah.
But I had no idea he was talking about drugs. I really thought he was asking if I like to like play like, you know, like snow fights or whatever. And I was like, "Oh no,
I would have done the same thing you did because I'm so oblivious to like."
Yeah. I was like, "No, dude, I don't do cocaine." I was like, "What? What kind of question is that?"
Not that there is anything wrong with it, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I know so many like.
I mean, there's a couple of things wrong with it. Cocaine, dude, that's crazy.
Oh no, yeah, no. All drugs are.
Are you making that face because of the cocaine or because of the coffee?
No, because of the cocaine comment.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
is the coffee okay?
I don't condone any drugs.
Is the coffee okay, dude?
I love the coffee.
Okay.
So
I put a little cocaine in it. So.
Shut the fuck up. At this point, I believe everything that comes out of your mouth because you're like delusional.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, I was. I don't know what time I fell asleep. I don't remember falling asleep. I just remember I woke up right here on the floor at 4:30.
Here?
Yeah.
At least it's comfortable.
Yeah.
You guys can't see the floor, but
I mean, yeah, there's a small area rug
you know? Under another rug.
Yeah.
So it's like very cushioned.
I mean, it's not great, but it's not like, you know, hardwood floor or nothing. But yeah, I woke up at 4:30 in the morning confused.
And you didn't go to bed? Your wife said you didn't wake up in bed.
No, because it was 4:30. So I thought to myself, like, all right, I'm just going to do one more thing and then I'll go to bed. Because I was like, I should probably get some, because I haven't slept like this weekend at all, right? And by the time I finished that last thing, it was 5:30. So I was kind of like, well, it's 5:30.
Your logic is...
Yeah, so I was like, I'm just going to start the day, you know? And then she came in here like around 6 and she just opens the door and she's like, dude, it's 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was like...
And I had to be here, well, I told you at 10.
Yeah.
So technically, we were both running out 4
When
hours.
I told her you were going to come early, she was like, no, tell her you can't. Yeah. And I was like, why? And she's like, Cito, you haven't slept. And I was like, I'm going to sleep. And then I did not sleep.
I would have told me no.
I mean, here we are.
Here we are.
But also, don't be surprised
Oh
if
my
halfway
God.
through the episode, I'm just like, you know?
No, we can both take a nap.
But imagine the end of the, or just like stick a
All
power
right,
nap.
guys. Oh my God, I love that you're wearing pink.
I love pink.
Is it that you knew
Oh,
that was coming?
no, it didn't. That didn't register
Oh.
at all. I mean, yes.
The,
I like pink.
the the other day I found out that the world doesn't revolve around me. I was so mad.
Wait. What?
So I needed a Saturday off, and I told my manager to just flop me and some other girl's schedule.
Uh huh.
And he said no to me. He said no because I have to ask her first.
Uh huh.
And I was so pissed about it.
I
And
mean,
yeah, no, it's crazy, right?
it's not that crazy.
No, I know, but I was very upset about it. And anyways, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Wait, but so what's that like being a bartender? I mean, I was a bartender for
Oh,
a little bit, but not like, at a
no,
gentleman's
I
club. Like I
want
feel
to
there's a lot
talk about
more.
what we talked about downstairs.
I feel like I talk about it so much on this podcast.
Not my podcast. Well,
Um,
this is not mine. This is yours, but
I feel like of like the 7 people that watch, they're gonna be like, bro, again. So many people ask me about this.
okay, but briefly, because my viewers haven't seen it. Okay, so I was telling him how I was tired, and I was at the
Gentlemen's club.
gentleman's club. Thank you. And anyways, he confessed.
I didn't confess. It's not a secret. I thought you knew. It's
No,
hard. It's hard to keep track of who knows and who doesn't know things. Like it's just because it's not like
so why don't you tell them?
I was a stripper. It's not that.
Woo! So did you put a sock on? How does that
No,
work?
I had the club was called Boxers, like Boxers
Oh, so
NYC.
you were in boxers.
Yeah, like these like silky red boxers,
Mhm.
and the stage was like a boxing ring. You know what I'm saying? So like you
Does
sit.
this place still exist?
I mean, I'm sure it does. I
I
don't
have to
know.
look it up. So it's for women and men, I'm
I
assuming.
mean, yeah.
Oh my
It's a
God,
gay club, obviously.
I want to go.
I mean, it's dope. I mean, there's others now though. I think there's one in like Washington Heights, and I think there's one in Manhattan. I mean, the one I went to is in New York, but it was like I don't even remember where it was. But yeah.
So wait, all right. So the other day I was like, pull up to my bar,
Hmm.
remember?
Hmm.
And you were like, no, that's not really my style or my vibe or
Yeah,
some shit.
yeah,
But you used to work in one.
yeah. It's different.
Okay, so why don't you like it?
Okay, so here's another fun fact about me, right?
Oh my God, I'm gonna
Right.
learn all these
So
things.
so when I was 14, God, what I would do to still have this cell phone. When I was 14, um, my mom and my stepdad and myself, we moved to the Dominican Republic where she bought a strip club.
Nice.
So I spent like my 14th year, you know, just hanging out in a strip club, bartending, DJing. Like the first time I stripped was to what's that song from Titanic?
No, I don't know.
My heart will go on. Wait, is that the name of the song? My heart will go on.
I don't know.
You know the song from Titanic?
No. Which is such a shame because my name is Rose and I love the Titanic.
Seriously. Well, it's not a song to strip to,
Oh
right?
yeah, true.
But I lived in a strip club for a little while. We had like a room there. The girls that worked there, they lived there as well. You know what I'm saying?
Are you gonna tell me a traumatizing story right now?
No, it's not traumatizing. I'm just
Oh,
saying, like, I was there for, like a year, and I was cool with the girls. Like I was like the little mascot of the strip club, you know what I'm
at the
saying?
age of 14.
Yeah. And the first time I stripped, it was before the club opened. Like everyone's like getting ready and stuff. And the girls are coming down and I'm down there like washing cups and it's DR. Like,
Yeah,
you know
of
what I'm
course.
saying? And they put the song on and they started like trying to like cheer me on to strip.
Yeah.
So I got on the pole and I started like and they were like throwing pesos at me like,
It's
woo!
the pesos for
Yeah.
me.
So that was the first time I stripped,
Oh my
I didn't
God.
get like butt naked,
No, of
but
course. You were 14, but it
yeah,
was
yeah,
just a
yeah.
family
Yeah,
business.
yeah. Also, they were definitely trying to get me butt
Oh,
naked.
so
I
you
was the
know
golden
about
ticket.
you were the golden I don't
I
want to
mean,
talk
to
about
all
it.
these girls, the
Yeah, of
American
course.
kid,
Oh
they
yeah.
was like, this guy,
Querían su papeles.
you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fun fact, when I left DO, I had a little girlfriend at the time. Not one of the strippers. Um, but I had a girlfriend at the time, and then I came back to America, like, cause I was there for like a year and a half.
Uh-huh.
I came back to America and I got a phone call like a month later
Uh-huh.
from my uncle, and he's like, yo, she said she's pregnant. And I was like, "Okay." And she's like, "She says it's your baby."
Oh, but you never had
I
it.
was a virgin. So, I was like, "Okay, cool story." You know?
Yeah, like what am I gonna do about
Yeah,
it?
yeah, like,
Mhm.
but
That's
yeah.
crazy. Okay, so you were a stripper twice in your lifetime.
But that was that no. That was my first experience stripping,
I
but I
know. I
had
just
been
wanted to make it sound cool.
oh, okay, okay. But yeah,
Anyway,
so I spent a lot of time at a strip club and
that's
like
why you hate it.
kind of like it's cool, like the idea of like this like sexy, seductive women like giving lap dances
Mhm.
and like being all like, it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Mhm,
saying?
mhm.
But like at the end of the dance, when all the money's been thrown,
Yeah.
and then they have to like
That's
fucking
another.
crawl around and pick up all the
Well,
money.
yeah, the strippers do.
I
Oh
don't
my!
like
I
that.
actually did that yesterday. You know what's funny? I didn't. I'm not a stripper. I'm a bartender. But I walked out of the bar, and it was. I ran into a girl that I know, and you know me. When I find people that I know, I get like super excited. So I started dancing on her, and she was
Mhm.
throwing money at me. But you're not supposed to throw money at me outside of the bar because that's for the bartender. I mean,
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
strippers.
Yeah.
It's you're supposed to throw money at me inside of the bar. Anyways, if for I experienced that for the first time yesterday. I was out of the bar dancing on my friend. She was throwing money at me,
When you say
and I was
throwing, you mean like
yeah,
throwing?
flipping it at me.
And then you gotta pick that
And
shit
then I
up.
was like, "Oh my god, this is so awkward." So then I had to, like, get down and pick it up.
I don't like
Like,
that.
I don't mind picking it up behind my bar
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that's what I'm
it's
supposed to
different. You're
do.
kind and you're
No one's, like, around
yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah. Like, if you got down to pick anything up, nobody's gonna
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But when you're on
that's so
stage and you're
funny.
crawling around picking up the money, it just
It
it
was a
makes me
little
feel
weird.
uncomfortable. I don't like that.
Mhm.
Not to be like a feminist or
And
whatever, but
then
like
I used to date some guy that he was against. And this is I only know this because I used to go to strip clubs with him,
Mhm.
not because I was, bartending at the time. But he didn't like throwing money at the bartenders. He just liked handing them a stack,
I mean,
and I like that.
let me tell you something. I went to a strip
Now that
club.
I'm at a
Like,
bartender, I
I'm
like
I'm not
that.
against strip clubs, don't get me wrong, I've been to a handful, but it's like, I wouldn't be like, "That's what we should do this weekend," you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
of course.
But I went to a strip club with a buddy of mine, and I didn't wanna go, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Not because I'm against them, but I just wasn't even beat that day,
Yeah.
and, uh, and he made me go, and he was like, "Come on, I'll give you money to, like,
So
whatever,"
to
like yeah,
flick
yeah,
at them.
like, he was trying to convince me, and I was like, "Fuck it, let's go." And he gave me, like, $50 or $100 or some
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
and,
Which it goes a long way.
bro, especially for
I feel
me.
like a lot of men think like they have to have like hundreds of
Oh,
dollars to go to strip club. You
yeah,
don't.
but you know what? It's that idea of throwing the money.
Yeah, I
Like, I
guess.
was very, like, cordially kinda, like, ripping off, like, $2 and like, "Here you go." You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But then the women would be like, "No."
Uh-huh.
Put it right there. And I'm
Mhm.
like, "Just take the money," you know?
I do that a lot. I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
you
I
know.
mean, but I get it,
Mhm.
you know?
And they're like, I'm behind the bar. They can't do
Uh,
shit to me. They ask a lot though, like,
like,
also,
I'm trying to
so
be
do you go to
polite,
the back room, like dance? And I'm like, no, I'm in the bar. Like,
but also how much?
no. Curious. No, no,
Should ask
no.
him for a friend, you know?
No, no, no. But yeah, no, I do realize now that men have different opinions about strip clubs.
Yeah.
I don't I always thought all men loved strip clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And also some men are cheap, you know. They don't want. I had this other dude I used to date. He'd be like, "Why would I throw my money at her?"
I mean, I'm also definitely cheap, like, I don't wanna do that, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah,
But
but it's that idea. Like, why do I want to throw my money at a stranger that
the
I'm
the
not gonna go home with?
the way I see it, it's not even about the money really, it's an experience. Like
Exactly.
you'll go somewhere and spend $200-300 for a fun time. You're just spending it differently here. Like it's just a matter of how you want to have fun and spend your money, and I
Hmm.
understand that. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of men are delusional too.
I'm currently delusional because I'm so
No,
tired.
not that kind of delusion.
Oh, okay, go on.
Like, there's men who come into the strip club like trying to find love. Like,
Oh my god. I
you
have
think,
I have a story about that too.
okay, please share this, but do you know how many men come to my bar and are okay, they'll like ask me for my money, they'll try to take me on a date, but it's like my job is to flirt with you and make you feel wanted. Only in here.
Yeah.
Past these outside of these doors,
Yeah, yeah.
I have a whole nother life.
Yeah. No,
Like,
I know.
and men
I
just
blew a couple of kisses at dudes in my day.
I love that for you. Okay, tell me your story.
Now it's not of me stripping, but
Uh-huh.
just a buddy of mine. I went to a strip club in uh in uh in LA
Uh-huh.
in like
Damn, I've never been to Cali. Can you believe
bro,
that?
and
I gotta go.
it was in the hood, like East LA. It
Okay.
was in the hood, bro. And
It sounds like Atlanta strip clubs. I love Atlanta strip clubs.
I've never been to Atlanta. I mean, I haven't been to LA strip clubs either. It's just this one time.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But it was a group of us, and there was a buddy of mine that had never been to a strip club, and he went to get a lap dance, and he came back a while later and just got down on his knees immediately, and he was like, "Bro, I need you to spot me a few bucks." And I was like, "What?"
Uh-huh.
And he was like, "I didn't realize you had to pay per song." He thought that the girl was like really into him,
Oh my
and he
god.
racked up like $800.
You're
And I
lying.
was like, "Dog, no,
800 is crazy.
bro."
Per song? How
Well,
much was
hold on
that?
now, hold on now.
I don't even know still
Hey,
to this.
hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on. I was like, $800 lap dances,
Wait, so how
lap
long
dances.
did that fucking last?
Well, I'm assuming it was a couple lap dances at first, and she was just like tallying up the
Of
bill.
course.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he was back there for like at least 30 minutes. So it had to have been a couple of songs, and then the
Was
boom
this a
boom room.
completely nude strip club?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh yeah, no wonder he was living his best life.
yeah. I did not give him the money.
Oh no. So how
No,
did he get out of that?
one of my other buddies gave him the money.
Oh my que
Yeah,
loco.
I have another story actually. I went to a strip club with a buddy of mine that had been begging me to take him to a strip club for the first time,
Uh-huh.
right? And forever we didn't go. Finally, one day, kind of randomly, I was like, "All right, let's go to the strip club." And we go to the strip club, and we walk in, and a bunch of girls walk up to him,
Yeah.
like immediately,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "They know him?" And that
Mm-hmm.
was really weird. And he was like, "Let's sit at the stage." And I was like, "No." I was like, "Let's just sit at the bar.
Yeah.
I'm not beat to be throwing money." I was like, "Let's just have some drinks and chill, and then we'll leave."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, come on, it's my first time." Like,
Ah.
and I was like, "Geez." I was like, "All right,
Mm-hmm.
let's go to the stage."
Mm-hmm.
And we go to the stage, and the stripper, she kind of crawls up or whatever to me,
Yeah.
and then picks up my drink and throws it in my face.
Wait, what? Why?
Exactly. And I was like, I didn't even know what this, and this is a strip club.
Okay.
Everybody's watching me right now. I'm like,
Did she confuse you for someone else?
my boy who was there before we got there and then came back to get us because he also needed money, but didn't say that. Yeah,
Wow.
that's why they knew him.
Get the
Really
here.
cool. Really cool. The next morning,
So he lied to you guys.
the next morning, my wife's brother was like, "Yo, how'd that drink
Are you
taste
still
last
friends
night?"
with that dude?
Unfortunately, he passed. Rest in
Oh,
peace.
oh my god, I was gonna
You
laugh.
know, but
Oh
you're
my god,
still
I'm
a
so
fucking asshole, dude. If you can hear me,
he can totally. He's
where,
here in this
wherever
room.
you are, you
Oh
know?
my
Yeah, good
gosh.
story.
So he like owes you money.
Well, I didn't pay any money. They
Oh.
just threw a drink. Well, I mean, yes, he owes me that drink. I want my $8 when I see you up there. You
Sheesh.
know?
Are there? Oh, never mind. I'm gonna say something.
What?
Anyways, no, nothing. It doesn't matter. That's crazy.
Yeah, good times. So yeah, I don't like strip clubs. You
Yeah,
know?
no. I mean, listen, if you're going to a strip club thinking that a bartender's gonna like
Fall in love with
fall in
you.
love with you or a stripper, whatever, like, listen,
But here's the thing, though. I totally understand that because men are weird.
yeah.
You know, like if a girl says hi to me and it sounds
Mhm.
too nice, I'm like, does she want to fuck me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so many men are like that. Like, I'm like, is this bitch trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it'll be the most like casual, polite thing. And I'm like, I still got it. You
Yeah.
know?
You know what? That's crazy. You know what's one thing that I love about strip clubs?
What?
Well, like, especially me, like working in it, I love the fact that it's like, to me, it's like a world of fantasy.
Mm.
Like, you walk in, you see all these beautiful women, or not, I don't know, whatever. To each his own.
Depends what time of day it is.
And yeah, right.
Yeah.
And how many drinks you have in
Yeah,
your system.
yeah.
And it's like, I think that's why some men do enjoy strip clubs because
For
it's like
sure.
an escape from
Yeah,
reality.
1,000%. I can see that.
You know, like, oh my god, the woman, all the wives and girlfriends are gonna hate me. But like, imagine you're like super stressed at home, you're doing all this, and then you come, and it's sometimes some of these men come to the strip club and they're not even doing nothing with these women. They're just having
No,
conversation.
for sure. I mean, there is something to be said about like feminine energy and even
Yeah,
sexual
healing.
energy.
Yo, there's men that we like give them advice
Like,
on
but
their situation at
like even
home.
even when I've gone to the like again I haven't been a lot like I haven't been to a strip club in
Yeah,
ages and I've been probably a handful of times my whole life, but
yeah,
I've never like lied to my wife about it. But yeah, I'm gonna go to a strip club with
yeah.
whoever, and she'd be
Mhm.
like, don't be home too late,
Yeah. I've
and
never been
and
against
she'd get mad at that for me being home
too
like
late.
at like 6 in the morning,
Yeah.
but never because I was at a
At a
strip
strip
club or
club, yeah.
something. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've never been against my boyfriends going to strip clubs either. Because at the end of the day, I know that they don't the strippers themselves don't care about my man.
Yeah, but then you also have people that break up over likes on Instagram, so it's you know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's a weird
It's
it's a
tough.
weird conversation to
Yeah,
have.
for
But
sure.
I get how it could definitely be an escape. If it wasn't for like the moral aspect of it and also me being cheap, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
think I would definitely enjoy the
Yeah,
energy
yeah.
surrounding like that, like escape from reality.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't like seeing them crawl around picking up the money.
I understand that. And I just learned that gentlemen clubs,
Hmm.
there's like high-end ones in New York City.
Mm,
Where yeah, I never knew that. I wanna go see one. Apparently, they're, like, super hand like, the girls have their own room with the man, and it's like they have their own bartenders, they don't
yeah.
pick up money, like, they do that
See?
at the end,
Yeah.
and sometimes they don't even do money, they'll just pay with a card. No, I'm dead ass,
No, but
like the girl.
okay, no, but when you you can't to be talking about strippers and go, they just pay with a card. like,
Pay with a card.
like they swipe it.
Swipe. No, but, you know what I mean, like, it's, like,
I'm a
high
child, I'm
end.
sorry.
It's okay. I love
But
that.
I
But yeah.
mean, no, there's definitely levels to it. I tried to get a job at a higher end club when I was stripping,
Yeah.
and when I went for my
Were you
audition,
making good
fucking
money?
it was pretty good money. But I knew of guys working at this other place making way better money.
Oh, yeah, that's me
So I
right
was trying
now.
to get in there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a second
The
job.
the problem is I wasn't actually old enough to strip at the time. I mean, I wasn't crazy. I was 20.
Oh, so how old did you have to be?
Everywhere I went, they said I had to be 21.
Um,
Yeah, and it was so
wait,
what?
what got you to that point anyways? I'm so intrigued.
So, okay. So eh, so so everybody there was always this ongoing joke since like
Mhm.
high school about
Yeah.
me being a stripper.
Why?
I don't know, cuz I don't know. Why did that start? I don't know.
I feel like that's a story you're not trying to share with us.
No, no, no. I really I don't know why it started, but I feel like it was just like an ongoing joke kind of thing.
Mhm.
But I used to work out a lot. I was, like in diesel, you
Oh,
know what I'm
gotcha.
saying? I looked like a completely different person. I'll put a picture right here.
Yeah, I want to see a picture of you at the strip club.
I'll see if
Not
I can.
now. I'm
Wait,
saying
yeah,
put
yeah,
it
yeah.
on the podcast.
But what was I saying? I lost my train of thought.
Oh, in
Oh, I
school.
was jacked. I was jacked. Yeah, I weighed like 40 pounds heavier than I do now, but less body fat than I have now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I was like really, and I was
Ripped.
a personal trainer. You know what I'm saying? So I
Oh,
worked at a gym. Like
nice.
all I did was work out, and a bunch of the guys that I worked with, they were strippers.
Mhm.
So they would tell me like, "Bro, you make good money, blah blah blah," and I
Mhm.
was like, "No, fuck." That. I was like, "That's crazy. I'm not
I
gonna do
didn't
that."
even know you were a personal trainer. Yo, you have had so many careers in your lifetime. Oh, guys, this is the guy responsible of making me look like a fool in that music video when I was
Hey.
remember
Oh
my
God.
last podcast,
Hold up.
episode 2?
Hold
Go
up.
back and see
Hold
it,
up. For
guys.
the record, I'm not the guy responsible for making you. I just had a
You could have
camera.
cut the video short right there. Like, no, no, no.
What do you mean cut it short?
All right, whatever. At least he's Christian now and it's like not even
I mean,
out on the
that's a
internet.
whole nother conversation. But
Well, now you got to go
hey,
back to
I got
episode
paid.
2 to see what
I
I'm
got
talking about.
paid to offer a service, so I offered the service. It wasn't my fault that the other things weren't necessarily.
Yeah, I had no lip filler. Anyways, okay, so back to your story, why you decided to become a male stripper.
Yeah. Um. So the moment where like it clicked, I was like, I'm gonna start stripping. Um, I had a baby real young, right?
Mhm.
And I remember I was at grandma's house and grandma said to me, like, I was doing personal training, not making a lot of money, trying to figure it out, getting clients on the side or whatever. But I got a baby, I got bills. And grandma said to me, go get some milk, right? And I said, no doubt, grandma, right? And I walked outside and I lit a cigarette and I didn't have $1 to my name.
Get the fuck
And I
out.
don't even know what I did next. I, you know, I don't know. I don't remember any. I just remember walking outside and pulling on that cigarette so hard, and just kind of like,
How am I gonna get this
yeah,
fucking milk?
yeah. And then I
Got milk?
Yeah, I
You got milk
yeah,
now?
yeah. Nah, I got like 3 gallons of milk downstairs right now, dog. You know?
No, honestly, right before we walked in, I was on my well, you saw, I was on my Instagram
Yeah, I was like, "Is she on
bragging
a
about your
FaceTime?"
house.
Yeah, I thought you were on a FaceTime, but as you walked up, I was like, "Is she vlogging or something? What the hell?"
Yo, this dude's house is like crazy.
It's not that crazy.
Well,
It's
I mean,
it's it's a nice looking
I wish we could do
house.
like a tour of your house. It's really nice. It's like jacked up in terms of technology. Like their microwave. First of all, it's not up here. It's down here, and you have to click a button for it to like come out.
I call it a microwave.
Yeah, your wife thinks it's ridiculous.
Yeah. But she loves it
It was
too.
his wife said it was a $2,400 microwave.
I don't think it was that much. It was like
She
15
would know.
it was like $1,500.
She would know, and
She's
she does not look like a liar to me.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna pull up that microwave. Matter of fact, I'll pull that microwave up right now.
Anyways, the microwave is worth $2,400, and yeah, this is a pretty dope house. What is this? My best friend Michelle told me that you guys like designed the outline, the out thing of the
Look at
house,
that.
and then they
$1,400, maybe 15. I don't know how big it is.
okay, but those are probably like used. Okay, but they're probably older versions.
No, the Samsung one was probably that much. I don't know how much the Samsung one. It was more expensive, but that one was $1,500.
Okay, the average person right now is not paying $1,500 for a microwave.
Okay. But still, I'm just saying it's not fucking 2,500.
Okay, I'm just saying. How much is an average microwave?
Uh,
Like, what do we have? I don't even know the price of.
let's just look up microwave.
Yeah, I have to buy actually a new microwave, a stove, and a fridge. I'm moving out of my house this year.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Like 400?
Okay, you see, that's what I was thinking. I was like, a microwave has to be like 400 or 500, but it's actually cheaper than I thought.
I mean, yeah, you get them for $50 apparently.
Yeah, yeah. So, anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was just bragging about your house.
Oh, yeah.
How
What were we
beautiful.
talking about?
Oh no, so what is this? You guys design your own how you want your house, and then they build it.
Mm-mm. Oh, so this was essentially a developing community. So they're
Yes.
actively building houses here, but a lot of places like this, they'll just build cookie cutter houses and you buy one or you don't. You know what I'm saying? But here what they were doing was essentially they would find a buyer for the house and then start construction of the house. So you basically go into a contract for the plot of land and then you have templates of houses like this model house is called the Aspen. So if you wanted the Aspen, that's what they would build here, but you get if you want to make adjustments or modifications, you can do that as well. For example, so see how there's two closets up against that wall there?
Yeah.
My daughter's room and my son's room both had a layout similar to this. This is the smallest room, but their rooms are a little bigger, but same layout as far as them having two closets. In my son's room, we took out the two closets and just extended the wall out.
To make it bigger.
Yeah, because his room actually had a fourth bathroom, but we saved a few bucks because we were like, we don't need a fourth bathroom.
Yeah, that's OD.
So we took out the
You
bathroom
guys
and
have
made
3
that
bathrooms in this house?
2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Can I move in?
oh, incidentally, the bathroom here was supposed to be a Jack and Jill bathroom.
What does that mean, Jack and Jill? Like
So,
two.
so
three-
this is a bedroom, and then behind that wall is a bathroom, and then behind that is my daughter's bedroom. So essentially, rather than the doorway outside to the bathroom, that would just be a wall, and then there'd be a doorway on both sides, so you can get into the bathroom from both bedrooms.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? But so we figured we switched it out because we were like, yeah. So the idea being these 2 bedrooms have a bathroom, and then that fourth bedroom has its own bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
and then the master bedroom has a bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a half bathroom downstairs.
Mm.
But we figured, you know, this bathroom here can be accessible from the hallway. So should we have company, they can just shower without having to come into the kids' rooms.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody has to use the master bathroom. And if you're just here for the day, you can just use the half bathroom downstairs.
Oh yeah, and they have guests here I mean, I don't blame your guests. I want to be
know.
a guest. If I lived closer, I'd be here all the time.
I mean, I feel like you're here pretty often compared to most people. You're here more than Lloyd. At
Oh
this
yeah.
point, you
At this
know?
point, yeah.
He was supposed to come yesterday and didn't.
Oh really?
Shout out Lloyd. Or shout out Michelle. I heard she's the reason.
Oh really?
Even though she's also the reason they were supposed to come.
Aw.
and then she didn't want to come for some
Michelle's
reason.
my best friend. Shout
Yeah,
out to Michelle.
she's been wanting to do a family portrait, I guess, for some time.
Aw. I
And
should be there.
in the portrait,
Absolutely. Can you crop me in there?
I mean, just tell. That'd be so funny though. I could actually.
When you send her, okay, so we're not airing this. So after you do that,
Mhm.
can you
I mean,
send them
they're
one
not gonna
pic?
watch the podcast anyway.
I mean, we don't know. Let's see. Just send them one picture with me in the back.
I'll just send them that picture.
Oh my God, that would be
You know, and
hilarious.
she's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just kidding. Here's the real picture."
Yeah, let's do that. I love that idea.
And it's a picture of you in the front this time.
Oh my God. Okay.
You know, I do that to people sometimes if they're
Mhm.
like at family events or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And when I say people, I mean mainly my sister-in-law, because
Yeah.
she's always a fucking jerk.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a bunch of pictures that I've like taken, like family pictures,
Mhm.
and then I'll just Photoshop my face over her face, but not even good. I
Like,
just like cut it
make
out
it
and
look
like,
really like
yeah, just my face.
that's
Toma.
messed up.
You know?
Yeah. Guys, he's great. He does all of my photo shoots, video stuff
You know,
right here.
lunchbackstudio.com.
So don't worry. I'll tag all of that good stuff. But yeah, I'm so excited that you have me on your podcast today.
Yeah, same.
So like we have each other on each other's podcast.
Yeah.
He's been doing this for a long time though. How long have you had your podcast for?
Well,
You said that you like stopped for some time.
yeah. I started a podcast with my wife's cousin Wesley. Shout out Wesley, and I think we did 24 episodes.
That's a
No,
lot.
we did like 25 episodes, but only aired like 21 of them, I think.
Oh.
Which is actually why the decal, still says clearly confused. My wife says she
Oh.
won't change it until I've made more episodes.
Oh.
You know, now with this podcast, now I mean we stopped for probably close to a year.
Mhm.
Close to a year. With this podcast, this right here now, I think will be the 8th episode filmed. But currently, I think there's only 5 episodes out. But I'm also only putting them out bi-weekly,
Oh, okay.
you know, because I have so many other things that I'm doing as well
Yeah.
that it's hard to keep
Well, that's
up
more
with.
than me. I'm doing it once a month.
I mean, it's hard.
It is.
It's hard, you know. With the other one, I was doing weekly, but
Yeah.
bro, I was every day.
Well, you
I
have a
was
lot on your
editing.
plate. He also works for UPS.
Yeah,
You've been for UPS for a long time.
the hours are ridiculous. I live an hour away, and then with photography, like as my side hustle,
Yeah.
it's like after this,
Which I love. He's an entrepreneur himself. Aside from being like, your average worker, he also is an entrepreneur.
I
so
mean, I have a
love-
camera, you know.
a camera.
I
I wish you guys can see this room right now.
Let me tell you something. It's not as big as it looks on camera.
I have like, what do they call these?
Soft boxes.
Okay, I don't know if you guys know what a softbox is. I have 3 softboxes in front of me. I have like 4 cameras that
There's
5, 6,
three-
7.
No.
that-
There's 3 cameras running right now.
They all look like they're worth
There's other cameras in the room. There's 3 cameras
altogether
running.
well over like 20K.
No. I mean, I definitely have, you know,
This alone, how much is this? You've invested a
a
lot
cou-
of money
a
into the
couple-
studio.
I mean, yeah, I've probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like between this and the photo studio.
Yeah, wow.
Somewhere dollars.
Yeah, you see, investing is expensive.
Yeah, that's why it's called investing.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hate that.
yeah.
Literally,
But you know, it also,
pays off.
you know,
Pays itself until it starts to
like
pay
don't
off.
get me wrong, like this doesn't necessarily. I mean, not the podcast, but like photography content in general.
Yeah,
It doesn't necessarily pay the bills, you know.
Yeah.
But I make like a solid like part-time salary with it.
yeah, of
Like
course.
I make more than a few bucks. It's just not like a crazy amount of
Yeah,
money.
yeah, but at least you pay like little things
yeah, I make a pretty good amount of money for it being like a thing I do on the weekends.
on the side.
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly, which
yeah.
is the whole point of like a side hustle.
Yeah.
Which is good because
But also
Mhm.
sometimes I hear other people's side hustles and I'm like, damn, that's a lot of money.
well, yeah, but
You know,
I
like,
pay
I'll cut out the number. But like last year I made like,
nice as a side hustle.
yeah, like just
That's
with my
great.
photography. But like then some people like they're talking about how much money they make and I'm like, damn, like am I
Yeah.
slacking?
Yeah,
And I was really proud of that. Like I was like, fuck yeah.
no, that is something to be proud of.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, you should be.
Fingers crossed for this year.
Yeah, this year will be better for you.
I mean, so far, like as it stands, I've made more money like to date than I
Yeah.
did last year.
Nice,
So fingers crossed.
nice. Wait, This year, 2025, we only just
No,
started.
no, no. Like to date,
Oh, okay.
like March of
Yeah.
last year
Yeah, I
versus
gotcha.
March I've made more money
Oh,
already.
yeah. So you're
So
gonna be good.
I mean,
You're gonna double.
Doug, my goal for last year was $10,000.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
That's
and,
amazing.
I made that like 3 months in.
Yeah, good for
You know what I'm
you.
saying? So I was like, oh,
It's gonna happen. Easy.
yeah. I mean, fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It's not easy.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, that's why I started bartending again because um lashing was my full-time thing and it's been so slow that I'm like, lashing was my full-time thing. Uber was my part-time thing.
Mm.
Both are so slow right now.
Really.
Literally. So
Ugh.
I'm like, all right. So I started bartending again, which I didn't want to do because I'm a mom now and I have to like promote it on Instagram and
Yeah.
I know what that involves. And I have family on Instagram and stuff, but I don't care. Everybody knows that I don't care. So
I mean, you should. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I said what I said about like the morality and whatever.
yeah, no.
But like, own that shit. Hell yeah.
Oh, I do. I own
Yeah.
everything that I do.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying.
But anyways, I didn't want to go back to bartending on top of the whole whatever morality thing and being a mom because of the hours. They're just so look at you,
Yeah.
you're exhausted. You know
Yeah.
my pain.
Mm-hmm.
I am getting home at 4 a.m. and then I have to wake up now because I don't just work Saturdays. There's some days that I work throughout the week.
Yeah, naturally.
And then I'd have to get up at 6:30, 7 a.m. to get my kid ready. It's exhausting.
I'm sure.
Yeah, so whatever. But I'm back in the strip club. Not stripping.
Not stripping.
Not in boxers.
Now, did you ever consider stripping?
No.
Why is that?
I don't know. I've gotten on the pole. I
could rip it on the pole.
no.
I
Listen,
learned some tricks
the
back in my
utmost
day.
respect for strippers.
Yo, for
The
real.
upper body strength
It's
you need for that?
crazy. It's crazy. Matter of fact, I take it back. Once upon a time, I could rip it on a pole. Like I knew some tricks.
Yeah. Damn, that's
No,
crazy.
yeah, they're wild.
Yo, yeah, no. I never considered being a stripper, but I've tried it. Like I'd be fooling around on
it's
the
dope.
pole at
It's
work.
dope. And again, like
It's such an art.
I'm not one of these guys that are like, women fucking respect or whatever. Like, no,
Yeah,
like
no, I
do
know.
your shit, own it. Like it doesn't,
Yeah.
it doesn't. Like people always ask that, like, would you date a girl that's like, I don't care. Like none of that stuff
Yeah.
matters.
Some of these women are married.
Yeah,
And like
like-
they're just coming to make money.
Dog,
and
my wife used to help me shave my legs before I'd go to work.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
love that for you
and
guys.
if she was like, I want to strip, I'd be like, go have fun. I don't give a shit. Dude.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, as long as you're coming home to me, you're not doing nothing over there.
But
Yeah, no. So yeah, like I said, never considered it, but my utmost respect to them because it's not easy.
yeah.
And not for nothing. Like, even from my side behind the bar, do you know how annoying it is to pretend to like a guy for more than 10 minutes?
Yeah, I do actually.
Oh, yeah. Yo, I can't like I'm dating right now, like actively dating.
Yeah.
And
Wait, like one guy or like you're like in the dating scene?
I have a favorite.
Okay.
I do. But he doesn't live in the United.
I have a favorite is hilarious.
Yeah, I have a favorite.
Like on your roster.
Well, I don't have a roster right now. I'm trying to build one though.
Oh my God.
I've never dated the way that I'm dating right now.
Really?
I know, never. I've been in relationships most of my life.
Oh, okay. Okay, so hell yeah.
So, yeah.
I fuck
And
with
then
it.
I was pregnant.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
So now I'm like, okay, I'm single and I'm, financially I'm like
Out in the
doing all right.
world.
I'm out here, Not like that. That sounded a little crazy, but yeah.
Let it sound crazy, girl. Own your shit.
I'm trying to build a roster, but it's so hard because back to my point, it's like I find it really hard to find like men interesting for long periods of time.
I could see that.
And so it's like from the stripping aspect, it's like, damn, like your job is to sit here and entertain men who you don't give a about
Yeah.
their lives.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel people nowadays, I feel like it's hard to find someone who can even hold a conversation of any substance.
Yes.
Like everybody they revert to like
Their own bubble.
yeah, like just their conversations are the captions they see on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it's like they'll try to sound like it's an original thought or an opinion, and you're like, yeah, I also saw that meme.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah.
yeah.
No, I totally get it. So yeah, so it's like, thank God you're married. You don't have to
Oh,
go through that.
I could not survive the single life.
Yeah, right now being single
Bro,
is not it.
yeah, I don't know how I would do it. I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
If
no.
my wife left me today, I would like buy a van and just like I'd be a vagabond. I would just live in my
Yeah.
van with my camera and I'd take pictures.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I also
I'd
don't give a
hop on
shit
that van
about.
with you because I know that my future husband is not in the state of New Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey's rough right now, from what I
Yeah,
hear.
no,
I don't know
Jersey's
how the
really
other
rough.
places are, but I hear Jersey's rough.
Yeah, all the men that I'm like kind of interested in are out of the state of New Jersey.
Or maybe they just seem interesting because they're out of the state.
Maybe,
You
right?
know what I'm
Because they're
saying?
far. I don't
Yeah,
have to.
yeah, yeah. It's that fantasy, like,
Yeah.
you know?
I don't know. But anyways, that's it for me.
Yeah, I couldn't survive it.
Yeah.
It sounds exhausting.
It is.
It sounds exhausting,
It
dude.
is. I can't even hold like you said. I
Yeah.
can't hold the conversation.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm a nice guy, but I feel like I wouldn't be nice in the dating scene
Yeah.
because expectations and stuff, and I'm
Yeah.
like, what are we doing right now? But it
Mhm.
seems exhausting.
It is. And then I'm very what's the word? Territorial. So the idea, like for example, Hinge. The idea, if I meet a man on Hinge and we get to the texting phase and FaceTiming phase.
See, I don't even know what that means. Like,
Well, the simple idea that you're on Hinge and that you're also potentially FaceTiming and texting other women, that idea right there is like such a turnoff to me.
but everybody's doing it.
I know. So, okay, I just gotta accept
Like,
the fact that
I
I'll
don't
be
even
single for
I
the
don't
rest of my life.
understand like what it means to be in like a newly formed relate. Like, how do you get to that point? You know what I'm saying? Because I hear these stories of people like they look like boyfriend girlfriend, they sound like boyfriend
And
girlfriend,
then
but then it's like, no, we're just talking, and it's like, yeah, that's what boyfriend and girlfriends do. They talk.
yeah.
So like,
Where do
where's
we draw the line?
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
are you not fucking each other? Is that what you're saying? Like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Wait, so I'm not your girlfriend?
Because I know that happened 3 levels ago. So where are we
Yo,
now? You know what I'm
yes.
saying?
Yo, yeah, men sell you dreams nowadays. And so do
So
women.
do women.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
do we.
yeah.
We do sell you a dream. Yeah, no. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know.
That just made me think about something.
It's rough out there. Good luck.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, no. I hope I'm not here selling men dreams.
I mean, that's literally your job.
Well, no, at the strip club, yes. If you're
Yeah, yeah.
pulling up to my strip club, 100% I'm selling you a dream.
No, if you pull up to a strip club, she's in love with you, and you should give her all of your money.
Yes. That is correct. If we're inside Blush Gentlemen's Club, I love you.
Say
And we're
it,
gonna
say it,
get
say it to
married.
him. You know who you are, you special someone.
I love you, baby.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold up, let me get $1.
That's not enough.
Hey,
No, but yeah.
that's why I don't go to strip clubs.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Wait, how long have we been talking for?
For a little while, dude.
Oh man.
Like
It's
45,
the conversation.
like 45 minutes.
The conversation was interesting.
You know.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming by.
I appreciate you.
Well, we'll have you again on another one because I need repeating guests because I don't have a lot of friends. So.
Oh, well, I have tons of friends for you.
Well, they're not my friends.
No, but I'm saying we can do like, our joint stuff.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
We have so many things to talk about.
And now that we know we're both strippers,
I'm not a stripper.
when I tell my story, I'm gonna say you're a stripper with me.
Okay, fine.
You know.
I mean, I've been on the pole, so
There you go.
I've tried it.
And I did not strip on the pole. I was in a boxing ring.
At least you made money for it.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
didn't.
Imagine that though. Like, there's no pole. It's a box ring, so I'm like holding the ropes. Like, you know.
I need videos.
I don't have videos.
Okay, fine. Just pictures.
I'll-
We'll
I'll-
put a picture.
I'll end it with this one last story. Shout out Robert.
Okay.
The first time I went, I begged my buddy to come with me, like to audition or whatever. And I was like, dog, you need to sit at the stage. And he was like, no. It was hard enough to get him to go. I was like, you need to sit at the stage. And he was like, no. And I was like, dog, I need you at the stage. And he was like, why? And I was like, because if no one else is at the stage, I'm gonna look stupid dancing by myself.
Yeah, that's true.
I was like, you need to give me like $5, bro. Just like
Yes, that's
get it
true.
started. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that happens to so many strippers at
Bro.
where I work.
Yeah. So let me tell you something. I get on stage and he's there on his phone. Look, and it's an elevated stage. So like your face is probably like calf height to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm up there dancing, and it's him there at the stage. There's like 2 or 3 guys, you know.
Yeah.
But like I know my boy, So I knew he was gonna give me money because I told him to.
Yeah.
So I go over there, he's on his phone, and I'm like this, and I'm looking down, and I'm like, bro, give me a
Give me
fucking dollar. And he pulls out $5 and just goes like this and puts it in my boxers. And to this day, I have not given him back those $5.
No, why would you?
And he's always like, you owe me $5. I'm like, motherfucker, I earned that.
Yeah, literally. The way you were stripping up in
Yeah,
that pole.
bro, no.
Well,
rope.
the rope.
You
Oh,
know?
the rope.
Like just grinding
I
on
need
his
to
forehead.
find this freaking place. I want to go.
It's called Boxers. Shout out Boxers NYC.
Boxers
If
NYC.
you're looking for strippers, I'll come back. I could use a few extra bucks right now.
in this
Eggs.
economy.
Eggs are expensive.
Yo, literally. Oh my God, you can grow eggs back in this backyard.
I can grow eggs.
I mean, you know what I meant.
Thank you guys for watching this week's episode.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, okay?
Wait, shout out your stuff. What do you got to shout out?
I would
Like plug something, your
a
Instagram.
Blush
or
Gentlemen's
There
Club
you
for
go.
sure. Finesse the Winks. That's my business page.
on
That's about it.
Instagram, Finesse Winks.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Alex Rolfe, lunchbagstudio.com.
Love you guys.
Peace.
Mwah.
Remember to grow your eggs.
It's ball.
All right. That was good.
I loved it.